Hello, welcome to turn 31. No, episode 31. Turn 59 of this Hinnom multiplayer series. We have a exciting turn here. Let's glance down at the battles and you can see Zaromadia and Arco has declared war on us. So I don't see any message with it, so start with rituals. Got enchantment 9. That's not a ritual, but that's our economy tech we need. Some site searching. Site searching's all a fail. We do mind hunting. There's a dire portent. Sounds like Eyes of the God. I don't know who cast it. Sheesh, Zaromadia. 5 globals now. Pretty scary. So it's interesting that they're ganging me, and Zaromadia has all this late game scaling online now. So we'll talk about it in a bit. Mind hunt. Okay. First one fails. Second one succeeds, I think. Pretty sure these are cap thugs from Atlantis. Third one fails. Fourth one fails, so 1 success. Have a Defiler of Dreams. A Centaur attack, I believe. This guy is pretty scary. It's gonna kill that PD, no problem. We're finally sort of starting our blood hunting again, now that we're not getting fully raided, except, well, that didn't last long. For battles, we're raiding here. Let's just kind of pop right in to see what Zaromadia is doing. He has a Banelord. Kind of expensive gear set. 5, 15, 25 gems on like a 30 gem dude. I'll have to kill 1 PD. Okay. Next up, have a Vampire Lord with a water bottle. I'm much more of a fan of this build setup. The living water is good for like counter thugging. And then the vampire can spam Horde of Skellies forever. Near forever. To like support the water's elemental. He hits some PD, looks like 6 or 10. Of note, again, this game finished almost a year ago now. I think it was in December of 2018 it ended, so December or January, right around there. So yeah, back then, immortals could not be permanently killed by Mind Hunt and Soul Slay, so. And Horde of Skellies was also not nerfed yet. It was stronger back then. So vampires used to be a lot better. or moderately better. A lot better. Anyways, just not a whole lot of fancy to this script. Can see he's able to just churn out the skeletons for a good long time. Costs like 13 fatigue for each casting. It's not bad. It's like 8 or 9 casts in a row. Next up, Arco's attacking us. Okay, this is like a little medium army out of him. So this is a lot of troops we've seen from him when we pinged him earlier, but now we can see his mages. So he's got a crystal matrix on one guy. Water boosters on this one. Earth and water boosters. And a crystal matrix on this one. I don't know what cross paths this does. And the second line of mages, nothing on these, so this is 4, this is 4. So probably 8 communion slaves. Yeah. So this guy did earth power. I'm curious for myself with the crystal matrix. Like, gosh, okay. So when you have a bunch of mages casting spells at the same time, it's random who goes before and after who. So you could say like this one goes, then this one goes, then this one goes. So like in that case, summon earth power. I'm not sure if like summon earth power would not go on this one, but would go on this convenient slave. So let's just look. That's been a question on my mind. I haven't really looked the answer for, but looks like it went on everyone. So maybe it was lucky, or this is second earth power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 masters. Troops were not on hold and attack. Just attack. Gifts from heaven. Okay. Are recalled. Gift of heavens was not the best choice versus me, Arco. So he killed a couple of his own troops, amazingly. Not sure what the water's for. I don't know, looks like a pretty balanced communion, but if he's gonna do Gift of Heavens, he's gonna still kill them. Even if he's fighting like a Melqart and he misses for a few rounds. So, okay. The troops are all complete garbage, but that's Arco. It's Arco and late game. It's all mages. Only thing these guys are good for are their formation fighter bonus. Hey, we raid an empty province. No, we clear stuff off of our fort. So Armadi attacks us here. So another vampire, same kit. We attack Baratos, kill some Blackhawks, take an empty province otherwise. Or otherwise an empty province. I think this is the 4th Saramadias attack. So this looks like a main army. These mages are pretty spread out though, so okay. This is a nature booster. An astral, so with a water bottle, so he's prepared for assassinations, I guess. And I'm guessing he's doing power of the spheres. Maybe mass protection, or I think you need nature 3. Guess he could do mass regeneration, mass protection, one of those two, or both. In the back here, no thing on you. Nature gems on you. Swarm maybe. Swarm's pretty low value though. Hey, guard commanders on you. I guess these guys all have guard commanders. Oh, I didn't even see you. Okay. More gems, not sure what astral nature is for. Frostbrand, that's not highly useful. I see some cat mages. Death 5, that can do a lot of stuff. This one's got a bunch of blood slaves. This one, more death. Okay, so we're not really seeing much for items. Just water bottles. Death boosters. So nothing super fancy. Let's see what he does. So he's doing a communion. This one's a master. How many slaves? 8 slaves. This seems like he has more masters than slaves in this. So. Oh, is he doing sages for the communion slaves? Oh, you're a slave. Where's another sage? Communion master. You're a slave. You're a slave. This guy's a master. Okay. So, Court of Skelly's tattoos. Some astral stuff. I think astral might have been off script though. Enlarge. It's probably off script. Tattoos, Horde of Skellies, and some spell stuff. Not a very fancy script out of Sarumadia, but it's powerful if you don't have an answer to Horde of Skellies. But I do. Though that doesn't discount that this is a lot of troops. A lot of water elementals too, and they're nothing to laugh about. For the Bless, it's been a long time, I think, but you see magic weapons, reinvigoration, magic resistance, blood surge. I don't know if magic weapons matters too much. I'm not really doing anything besides body ethereal Melqarts that matters for, but Melqarts have enough protection to chew through or block out this damage. Though not for these guys. Right, so, okay, this is that Arco stack. 14 mages. Sarumadia 6, 9, 12, 26 mages. That's more than it seemed like. Capital Sacred's long dead. It's not making use of blood summons besides vampires so far. Okay. Atlantis bumps into our counter raider. He bounces us out of the province though, so I'm guessing he hits a couple times and we run. No, we probably die from Phoenix Fire, then we run from a morale fail. Kind of surprising. Oh, okay. Gloves of the Gladiator. That's a lot of damage. Holy. It's a two-handed weapon. With 4 attacks. So it gets a big strength multiplier. Also has this. Okay. So there's a good chance he just wallops. Or, well, does this have any piercing? No, it doesn't. Okay, I can see this. This guy should have a good chance of beating up my Melqart. I expect him to pretty handily win. Okay, or I can get a shock off. Okay, so in the real battle, I guess we don't get a lucky shock attack off that stuns him. If I'm assuming, maybe recalling, he kills the Melqart once the Melqart pops from Phoenix Pyre, and his morale fails after he's dead the first time, so he runs off the field after the revive. And he survives the retreat, at least. Next up, go raiding with some of his, I think these are his national sacreds. I don't know from the description. Also see his prophet. It's weird to see your prophet leading a small little raid squad at this point in the game. I feel like you want to either use prophets in big armies or keeping them safe for preaching or claiming thrones and such. He flew in on his own. That's a dangerous group. Okay, so for gear, lucky coin shield, so he has self-cast on, he has his self, or auto-caught, he has luck on himself. Okay, body armor, girdle of might, frostbrand. He has a lot of defense, but my stuff can easily kill this in one hit. Though the luck might make it a couple hits, I guess. Atlantis hops on our capital and fights the capital PD. You have one Cohen here from the capital PD. This guy should easily win. I guess I just want to show his thug in action for once. Okay. I jinxed it. Did I cast some weird? No. Okay, well, that didn't show it, but I promise Atlantis thugs can clear PD too. I promise. You can see it's still sitting on our capital here in the actual turn. Alright, so we're in a 1v4 gangbang now. And this is late game. Noticeably, we don't have any gems. So we are casting our gift of nature's bounty. So how many gems do we have? We are casting it with 280. Which means it is a 210 overcast. So we are putting most of our eggs in this basket. Yeah. Obviously we kind of alchemized everything but fire and blood, since you can't alchemize blood. But yeah, we're going all in on this Gift of Nature's bounty play. So what's constraining us right now is we lack gold. And because we lack gold, we lack troops. And because we lack troops, we can't open up multiple offensives to threaten forts. Like you can see, this army is only 100 troops. Okay, well, 130-ish. 140 maybe. Like, we're not going to be able to outsiege this stack, and even if we... Okay, maybe if we did, I'm not doing the math, but I'm assuming we can't. Or it's gonna take like 10 turns to siege him out if he hides in the fort the entire time. But like, if we go out to siege here, we're just leaving the back exposed. So we don't have enough troops to launch offensive attacks on multiple places right now. It's pretty much just been one offensive focus at a time. A few turns ago it was Marverny, taking like his little cap area. And then the past few turns we've been focusing on Atlantis. Oh, we cracked it. Okay. Alright, so... yeah. Gift of Nature's bounty should at least put us up to 9,000 income, I think. I think it's gonna double it though. Like, our Dominion strength is 6. I thought it was 7. Guess it's 6. So that's 120% bonus gold income in 6 candle provinces. So, I mean, we don't have full candles on the edges of the empire, but in most of the places it's pretty high. So yeah, we should be pretty close to doubling our gold income once it goes up. And with that, we can go like full mage recruitment, full troop recruitment on multiple fronts, so... yeah. We are starting to get it in our heads during this campaign game. Horites are good. They're gold cheap, or not gold cheap, they're resource cheap. You can mass them really fast. It's a great way to recharge on meat in areas. Not doing it here though, because can't be smart. Or I think we're just gold restrained a lot as well. What else are we doing? We have flames from the sky. That's one caster. Don't. Okay, just one. Right. Yeah, I think one of these would have been doing it. So he's targeting 119, I think. Yeah, that's So there's a lot of mages that can just get one-shot by this. These guys, probably not. I'd have to get pretty lucky. I'd probably put it on a blind guess that, like, there's a 10% chance these guys would die to a flame strike. Or flame, whatever. Flames from the sky. That's 15 damage and armor piercing, so it ignores 6 armor. So it blocks 6 damage, and then what's that, like 9 leftover damage? Yeah, it's low chance to kill him. These are a little bit easier. Not really. I think it's like, in effect, 1 less HP. Soothsayers, they'll die. Oh no, they have good armor. Wow. Okay, it's gonna be above 50% chance that these guys die, and these ones, 9 HP, no protection, they'll die if they get hit. It's like a 90% chance. If they're targeted, at least. These guys, maybe 20 or 30% chance they die. These ones will die. So we can do a good chunk on this army. So that's what we're gonna do, and we're not gonna hold it because we want to put fear. All right, so we're showing the tech now. We're getting ganked, so you know, it's good as we don't need to really hold it anymore to like hide our tech level. But the point is, we want to make people afraid to committing into large fights against us. And if they do small fights against us, then Melqarts have the opportunity to pick apart small armies. So, we're just trying to... I don't know how to word what I want to say. I guess mind game people? Oh gosh, chirping. Alright, so it's a gangbang. So the best way to deal with gangbangs is to find ways to peace with individual members. And to do that, you need to give them incentive to peace. Another way to deal with a gangbang is to target one person over the others. And I think we're sort of doing the two of those. So we're disincentivizing Sarumadia from engaging hard on us. He's the biggest player. And there's going to be easier stuff for him to eat in, say, Atlantis. So if we put up strong resistance to him, hopefully, and he's the one I'm most afraid of outside Atlantis. Though, it's even more than Atlantis because I don't know what tech he's going to be using. Atlantis is more known to me. Sarumadia is a bit of a blank book to me, and the kind of strategy he's gonna use. So, so my plans going forward and from this turn is I want to put strong resistance to stopping Sarumadia's attack on me. Arco is less of a threat to me. He did not advance this army, but if he does move up, I am ready to fight him. I think I'm assuming he's going to walk up with that army to fight me as well, so I guess I'm doing it to both Sarumadia and Arco. I want to like do hard blows against them early in the war to disincentivize them from committing to sieging like high commitment attacks on me, or emitting large amounts of their power fighting me. One upside for me is they are not fully coordinated right now. Sarumadia has one stack kind of moving up. Arco doesn't have it like timed perfectly with it, I think, necessarily, to like walk right on a fort right away. And Baratos isn't obviously threatening a fort either. He's still sitting. So it's not as bad as it could be. I could have 3 or 4 major armies gunning for forts right now, and my flames from the sky strategy would not be able to handle all of that. So because they're not highly coordinated, I'm able to do some back blows to them. Alright, so Mind Hunt, Province 140. So we're targeting his profit. How much magic resistance did he have? 8. Okay, this definitely changed. I don't think Prophets and Pretenders 2 used to get penalties and bonuses for Dominion. I think that's relatively new. Because I definitely did not remember this being in the game at that time. So we're targeting that guy. There's like 12 base, so we should have a good chance to kill it. So that's 103 is a vampire, maybe? No, wouldn't kill an immortal. It's gonna be a thug. Or is it? It's just 103. Alright, we're targeting that Bane Lord. 16 magic resistance, okay chance to do it. Okay, so should have planned out this. Talking out this turn better. Let's see. Alright, so I guess let's focus on Arco first. So what am I doing versus Arco? I am doing some rating pressure on him. And I don't think there's much more research I want in the game. What am I researching? 7? Curse of Blood. Vampires. I think that's pretty much my only other tech thing, and Construction 8, but I don't know if the game's gonna last long enough for a Construction 8 play to matter much. Like, I'm either gonna win this gangbang or I'm gonna collapse, probably. I don't think their nations like Arco, Baratos, maybe Atlantis have enough forces to do a committed war on me long term. I think they're too small for nations. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so Arco. What am I doing versus Arco? I'm raiding him in multiple spots. I have Fire Ami, Phoenix Power, Fire Elemental, Pillar of Fire. This should be advanced in cast spell. Or spells either, really. So we're raiding this. Here we are raiding with Creeping Doom, Wooden Warriors on the troops, then a Creeping Doom, got some Body Ethereals, Iron Warriors, guarding these troops. Up here we have more fire elementals. And on this front, we are converging a bunch of stuff. We have our prophet coming in with morale gear. You have Dawn Guard, Horites, more Dawn Guard. You have a Melqart. It's nice having 1 or 2 turns blood hunting, but so much for that. Gotta fight. So this is an anti-thug kit. I don't like it. I think there's a lab in that province. Yeah. I don't know. Future or current me is not liking past me's decision on quickness on a fire Melqart. He's gonna fatigue himself out fighting. So the Phoenix Spire is gonna lose value. So he's there because Arco's god is here, so I need something to kill it. So Melqart's decent at doing that. It's likely his god has low skills. I'd have to check. But repel from Stonebird might do some work in preventing damage on the Melqart. We have mass regeneration, pillars of fire, armies of gold. Summon storm power. And thunder. Some paralyzes. Strength of giants. Why would he do Iron Skin? Some mistake Firestorm. Alright, so we're putting a lot of air mages, but no one's casting Storm there. However, we have this lady teleporting in to do Storm and Fog Warriors. So it says she can't cast it, but she has the gems too. Maybe not. I don't know. Do we have gem holder coming in? No. Okay. Well, I mean, you can sort of see the gist of this army. We have 3 lines of troops, 4 lines of troops. Horites in the front, they're more expendable to me since they're low resource. 2 lines of Dawn Guards, then the Sires in the back. The Melqart's going to have trouble getting into the melee with all the troops in front of him, but outside of dedicating someone to Gift of Flight, which I think I'd rather just do Thunder Strikes, maybe. Yeah. Not much more I can do. I could put him in front, but they're still going to walk past him. Alright, so we're anticipating him marching this army up into us. We did see his mages here. So he like moved and patrolled here. So he has some trolls. This looks like stuff you get from the Earth Troll summon. Yeah. I think that's armies of gold. And communion slaves. Something fire. Maybe mass fire resist. Has some living statues. Claymen. More archers still. Some flags. More trolls. So he has some decent summons in this army now. just to compare it to like my baseline troops. Dawn Guard are gonna do chip damage on these guys. They'll do okay damage on trolls, but not enough that the regen's not gonna do enough work. Ice Drakes are kind of whatever. So yeah, this army has like a ball of high quality troops that are difficult for me to easily run over. Anarcho. Let's cover Saramati next. So we're doing the flames from the sky. I think we're just gonna let this army walk into us. See what tech he's gonna do. Over here, we're raiding. Body Ethereal. A lot of Body Ethereal. I think the idea for this is Body Ethereal the troops. So if he stays there with Horde of Skellies, the troops should have pretty low attrition for a good while. We're also doing a communion in the back end of it. Mind burns for trying to kill the vampire if he stays there. Here, sort of similar thing. Iron Warriors and Body Ethereal. We're doing some raidings pretty much everywhere we can that we border Saramati. So Body Ethereals. Creeping Doom on this guy. Not much more. We're raiding here. Just a fire elemental dude. Still have the Foul Vapors trap on that fort. That's kind of it for Saramati. Saramati didn't commit much to attacking us. Like, he clearly has a huge amount of mages in this area, but he didn't walk up. Now, that's not to say they can't be here, but we don't see it yet, is all. So I guess for Atlantis, not really doing much. I think we were mind hunting him. But over here, we did crack Rivia. After a couple turns of sieging now, we are assaulting with everything we have here. Except I think we have one guy sitting outside. Hopefully. Hopefully. I think we showed the script last episode. You're not scripted, that's bad. Okay, this guy is staying on top of the fort, sieging it, that's good. Though he's on retreat, so that's not good. If he does like a gem baiting attack outside, this guy could retreat. Master Generation, couple Gift of Flights for the Melqarts. Yeah, we showed the script. It's mostly Pillar of Fire, Soul Slay, Mindburn in this army with several army-wide buffs. And we have 4 Melqarts here, ready to go. Anything else we're doing? We're still trying to counter thug. We have this guy kitted out now. I'm not sure, even now, if life regen works on mummies. I suspect they don't, but I'm always iffy on weird rules like that. Yeah, I don't know. I think I should have prepped to talk about this turn. Next turn's gonna be pretty exciting. I think I'll give it a break, try to think up what I should say. So, yeah, thank you for watching.